MMC Million Mile Club, home of the original damn
Diesel Gang,
truck drivers and lorry drivers, and we're gonna get into this
right off the bat.
I know we're almost 2 weeks into this and everything else. This will probably get polled, probably won't get viewed or whatever, but we're doing Tom MacDonald's coronavirus.
We got to do on the topic of this mandatory vacation we're on.
Everybody, the whole country. But I'm going to say it right out off the bat.
It's bullshit.
Okay.
It's just...
But I want to say, I come from trucking. Did it for years. This ain't the first pandemic or whatever you want to call it that I lived through. I went through the H1N1, everything else, living out on the road. I know what these drivers are going through. I've been in touch with a lot of my friends that are still driving, that are still out on the road. I pray for my brothers and sisters of the highway and of the wind.
And
I know the bullshit you're going through with them shutting down the restaurants and the parking and everything else.
It's saying that you have to go through the drive-thru, and we're sitting there going, the truckers are going, my truck won't fit through the drive-thru. And then you go to the drive-thru, walk up to the fucking thing, and they're saying no walk-ups.
No walk-ups, but you can't get your food so you can eat, so you can keep yourself nourished, so you can keep running and everything else. Going up to the truck stops, and everything's bought out because of people don't understand, and they use the truck stops as convenience stores. If they can't get it from Walmart or their local grocery store, they'll go hit the truck stop, and then you guys ain't got nothing. And then you get to the shippers and receivers, and because of the panic buying and everything else, and the shelves being empty and everything, you're getting held up because the stuff's got to be manufactured first before it can get to the warehouse, and then to get onto the trucks and everything. And you guys are sitting there, and then the cops and everything are still hauling your trucks off for parking in a no parking zone while you're backed up 1.5 miles, 2 miles waiting for your appointment that was at 2 o'clock, and they're telling you may not get in until 8, 9, 10 o'clock, maybe tomorrow for your appointment, and then you may not even get loaded because they don't have the product. I feel for you. I love my drivers. I know what it's going, and this isn't just here in the States. This is worldwide. This is our lorry drivers over in Europe and everything else. You know, so
all this over because of a watered down fucking flu.
I'm not getting into that much. I'm just talking about the way that the drivers are being treated and everything. They're pulling up to a shipper to get loaded, and they're wanting them to fill out a medical form asking them if they've been sick. I mean, what difference is it going to make if they are sick? They live in a contained environment.
And some of them won't even let them go into the fucking place to
use the restrooms.
The people that are delivering
porta potties in the parking lot for our drivers to use, and these are the guys, these are the cowboys, these are the outlaws, these are the ones that are going to keep America alive and bring you back from the brink of socialism. There, I said it, the S word, socialism. Being contained in your house, not being able to get food and everything else. These are the
These are
the men and women that are going to bring us back from the brink.
This quarantine that you're living in, that you're complaining about because you can't go out and do shit. This is the type of conditions that truck drivers live through every single
day.
And a quarter of the fucking space of your goddamn house.
A quarter.
And you want to sit here and fucking complain?
No, they live in a 70-inch box.
And you want to sit here and complain? Because, oh, you ain't got TP? How is it out there on the fucking road when you ain't even got a fucking toilet to shit in? You gotta go out into a fucking...
You gotta hold it. And a lot of drivers pass away from kidney infections and viral infections and rectal colon problems that when they get old. From deep leg thrombosis, that when they retire and everything from driving the truck for so many years, all of a sudden the blood clot cuts loose and they lose their life to a heart attack and everything. So you think you got it rough? Take your butt out and live on the road like these men and women do to supply you. Quit giving them shit. Quit cutting them off. Give them space. And I'm getting long-winded.
I was about to say, your internal
but now
clock's
you're
a little loose.
now you see how passionate I am about what I did for 20 some odd years. And I have to do this song. If I know Tom,
he's gonna hit it.
I'm expecting controversy here.
Like I said, he's a controversial rapper.
Let's
get into it. So grab your caffeine, grab your nicotine. Let's head down that musical highway. I'm looking forward to this.
I don't know what to think about this virus. Started in China, now everybody in America's hiding. There's no groceries cause people start to panic and buy it. The shelves are empty, the ones with plenty already stockpiling. Y'all making memes, think it's funny? Wait a week till the riots. Wait a month till the only way to eat is be violent. It's not the sick.
And that's another thing. You know, I think us truck drivers should be able to carry in our trucks, especially in conditions like this, because now there's words of hijackings of trucks. People hitting rest areas while these guys are running their, even though the government has lifted the restriction on the hours that they have to run and everything, when they run themselves to where they have to go to sleep, people are doing stupid shit like pulling into the rest areas and then cutting the locks and everything and taking shit off of their trucks. What's wrong with you people?
Sickness is scary, it's all the people who whiling, the government lying, they trying to keep us calm through the sirens, you know it's for real. And all the pharmaceutical giants don't have a cure that they can sell you, so now everyone's dying. There's no vaccines or medication made that can fight it. I guess it's time to pray to God we can't rely on the science. And everyone around me in a mask and some gloves. The stock market crashed and the bank's about to bust. Tell us sanitize our hands, this will pass, it's a bug, stay inside, you'll be fine till we're trapped there for months.
There you go. You keep on, people, and keep believing this. They're gonna have us trapped in our homes for months. They're gonna start, if they start martial law and everything else. This is a step towards socialism. I said that S word again, but let me tell you something. Quit believing media, because this is one step away of losing everything that we have as a country. Our freedoms, our rights, everything. And this is just how simple they can take it away from you because you believe the bullshit.
It's a ghost town, we're in this together. They're closing all the stores down, we're heading for shelter. It's a war now, they'll always remember. We're locking all our doors down, we're sticking together. It's a ghost town.
I want to say something about the violence. I'm trying to... He's being serious. I'm the comedical relief. And all I've got to say is about all these idiots are out here stealing all the fucking toilet paper. I'm saying stealing because this is bullshit. Stealing all the toilet paper, stealing all the food. What about these people that are already struggling and then they get their food stamps or whatever they have to go get food finally and all of it's fucking bought out. It's all gone.
How are they supposed to survive? They're barely surviving and living as it is. And then when they go, you guys have done took everything. How are they supposed to live and survive?
But like I said, I'm the
What about
comedical.
our elderly that are sick and everything? Can't get out.
I know you're serious about this and you want to be serious about this, but I'm the comedical relief. I've got to make a joke while all these idiots are out here stockpiling fucking toilet paper and food and shit. Us rednecks are going to fucking Bass Pro Shop and stacking up on our ammo, because when it comes time to that fucking time, when we're gonna come knocking on your fucking door holding a fucking gun going, give us the fucking food, you idiot. You're the one that bought it for us. Give it to us.
I'm not saying rednecks will do that. It'll come to just evil people.
It'll come down to anybody that can get a hold of a gun.
I'm gonna have my ammo. I'm gonna go take my fishing poles. I'm gonna hit the river and hit the woods. I ain't gonna go hit nobody's house until
the food, even the fishes run up and shit.
Yeah.
Here in Tennessee, I just saw that they said, well, open season for all fucking hunting seasons. Right now, during this coronavirus, they said if you can, go out and hunt your fucking food. They opened up all the fucking seasons in Tennessee here.
Yep.
So fishing, hunting, everything.
And I think,
go get it.
Didn't they drop where you had to have a permit?
Yeah, you don't have to. I think, no, you still don't have to have a permit.
You don't have to have the license or the permit. Just if you got to do it to survive, do it.
Do it.
But we don't listen to the news because they lied to us for years, so how we know that this the truth? And most of us are young enough to think that we're immune, so we just pass it on to people who won't survive it like you. It's either worse than they're telling us or it's nothing at all. But the school shut down, a ghost town in the mall. They gon' quarantine the city, block the road out of Dodge, then tell us leaving our homes is actually breaking the law. This is just the beginning, you know it's gotta get worse. If the doctors get sick, the hospitals won't work. The conspiracy theories all sound like facts, that's for sure, but the fact is we're trapped on this planet called Earth. And the bleach gone, the bread gone, the water sold out, the meat gone, the milk gone, the pasta sold out. Don't leave anything for...
I'm gonna say right here, right now, you younger generation, you don't know, but I've been teaching him and everything else because that's just the way we are. It's called survival foods.
Beans and rice.
Beans and rice and beans. Go get on the internet. Use this dang thing as a tool to teach you, to learn how to take flour and yeast and make biscuits and bread and everything else. Learn how to get water out of a creek and how to purify it yourself, and you ain't got to worry about if there's anything on the shelf. If you go real old school, don't worry about toilet paper. Take a wash rag and soap and wash your ass.
Also, coming back to the beans and rice survival food. You want to be full? Eat you a handful of fucking, not dry rice, of course fucking cook it, you idiots. But rice expands in your stomach. It'll make you feel fuller. You won't eat as much. Survival food, beans and rice.
Biscuits and gravy. You ain't gotta have meat in it.
You ain't gotta go to the fucking store and buy a packet of gravy. It's called used to grease from what you cooked before. If you have meat, if not, put some oil in there.
Learn to cook, young women.
And put flour in it, mix it up, put a little bit of milk. If you can't go get the milk, go to a fucking dairy farm and say, hey, can I milk your cow? Flour, grease, milk, lard, oil, whatever. With flour and milk, you get yourself some fucking gravy. There you go.
And you get full.
You hoard it for yourself, you'd rather tell them go to hell than be a man and go and help.
I should start a cooking channel.
Survival.
They're closing all the stores down, we're heading for shelter. It's all war now, they'll always remember. We're locking all our doors down, we're sticking together. We're hoping for the best, but we're preparing for the worst. There's one thing we're not scared of, is hard work. We're up against an enemy that doesn't have a face. There's no bombs we can drop, there's nowhere we can aim. There's no soldiers to stop with a tank at the gates. There's no cure that we've got or a pill we can take. There's no food, it's been bought. The truth is we're afraid. We sit inside our rooms and we pray. It's a ghost town, we're in this.
That is so true. You know, we are a hard-working bunch of people, and we can't overcome this if we stop believing the bullshit and everything else. Keep practicing social distancing and everything else until, you know, things to return to normal. Protect yourself at all costs. But quit being idiots about it and quit letting them play political games. Like he said, they've lied to us so much.
We don't even know if
we don't know
truth.
if this is the truth or if this is a lie.
Practice social. What was it called?
Keep living your life, but when you go out into public, do
Take
what you
precautions.
can. Take the precautions.
Use the fucking things that have been given to us.
Use the God-given gift of common freaking sense.
Well, that too. I'm saying the stuff that's been given to us. Use the Netflix. Use the Hulu. Use YouTube. All these fucking things. Hell, if you want to, do like I fucking do. Buy a fucking game system. That'll keep you entertained. It's just not shoot 'em up games and shit. They've got Minecraft out there. That'll keep you fucking occupied for fucking hours. Build you a goddamn house.
They said that this thing hits the elderly. It ain't even affecting the young people and everything else. I'm the one that has to worry. I'm the one that's at 60 years old. I'm the one that's had pneumonia and everything else and got scarred lungs and everything, and I smoke, so I have to be very careful of what I do and where I go.
It's hitting older people and people that have had past conditions of upper respiratory infections, like really bad, like pneumonia and
but I've learned how
bronchitis.
And I've learned how to take care of myself over the years of living in a contained box and traveling throughout the country in different pollen areas throughout the country. Trust me, these drivers suffer from allergies traveling state to state and country to country. You'll be doing fine in Texas and then hit Oklahoma during fucking wheat season and break out in an allergy.
Yeah.
Together, they're closing all the stores down. We're heading for shelter. It's all war now. They'll always remember. We're locking all our doors down. We're sticking together. It's all goes down.
Be smart, be strong, be safe. Together we will overcome. Do your part.
Use common sense.
And that's the end of the video.
Okay? With that, have a little more respect for the cowboys and the outlaws and my brothers and sisters of the wind, because there's the ones that are out there away from their families during all of this, putting their lives on the line to bring you what you need so you can survive through this. They're the ones putting everything at risk.
How would you like it if you wouldn't be able to go out and get your fucking food because everybody else has bought it? How would you like it if your house didn't have a toilet and you couldn't go down to the store to take a shit?
Think of others besides yourself.
We're stronger together.
And consider our elderly that can't get out and can't take care of themselves.
I want to bring up a
How
point.
many of you have gone out and checked on your elderly neighbors to make sure that they got what they need? How many of you gone out because you hoarded toilet paper and checked on the elderly and everything else to see if they got toilet paper, if they got food, if they got water?
I want to bring up a point. Most of the generation my age, 20 and 30, we like our Disney. Disney did a movie called Ants. Remember the grasshoppers? When they were sitting at their little seed bar and they said, took out a seed and goes, hits the guy, did that hurt? That's one ant. That's one ant. No, that doesn't hurt. But when we all stand together and he pulls that fucking plug and we fight back, it's gonna fucking hurt. And that's exactly what we need to do. We need to stand up from the media. We need to stand up from everybody that's trying to take over. Stand up to them and say, we are the fucking people.
Do
you
your
listen to us.
Research.
The government was made to serve us, not the other fucking way around. So stand up, people, and be strong.
With that, we love you all. Stay safe. We'll catch you on the other side of this shit.
And I'm Murphy's Law. And y'all have a nice night now. And y'all stay strong.